On the 1st of October 1974, my 19-year-old brother passed away from a short battle with cancer. Then, on the 28th of February 2022, I formally retired from 42 years of pastoral ministry. These two moments may be the greatest losses I've faced so far in my life. This episode is part 2 of a 4-part series based on my booklet, Lose Your Emotional Flab. This is Life Between Sundays, practical faith, honest reflection, and wisdom for the road ahead. Hi, I'm Mark. Welcome to Life Between Sundays. Today we're talking about loss. Loss comes in many forms. The loss of a loved one, the loss of health, the loss of a dream, even the loss of what we thought life would be like. And if you've been around for a while, you know that loss isn't just an idea, it's a lived reality. The first thing I want to talk about is grief and mourning. You see, grief is real and mourning is necessary. Sometimes, especially in Christian circles, we can be tempted to rush people through their grief, to say things like they're in a better place or just trust God. That may be sincere, but it's not always helpful. Jesus himself said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." Notice, he didn't say, "Blessed are those who avoid mourning," or "Blessed are those who keep it all together." I once someone described grief as the deep internal pain and sadness we feel when confronted with loss. The raw, intense emotion that makes you wonder if life will ever feel normal again. Mourning, on the other hand, is the outward expression of grief. It's giving grief a voice, whether through tears, words, or finding meaningful ways to process your pain. When my brother Nick died at 19, the grief was immense for my parents and for me. And now, 51 years later, I still mourn Nick's passing. I think about the life he never had, the family he never built, the man he never became. And every year as October 1 comes, and it's coming soon, I grieve again. You see, grieving and mourning are part of the healing process. To grieve is not weakness. To grieve is human. And to grieve with God is holy. So if you're in a season of mourning, don't rush it. Give yourself permission to lament, to cry and feel. God can handle your tears. The second aspect to loss, I think, is remembering and forgetting. See, grief is not only about what we lose, it's also about what we remember. In the Old Testament, God's people were constantly told, remember. Remember how God delivered you. Remember his faithfulness. Yet Paul writes in the book of Philippians, forgetting what lies behind, I press forward or toward the goal. So which is it? What do? Do we remember, and what do we let go? Here's how I see it. Remember the good, the love shared, the lessons learned, the way God showed up. Forget about what weighs you down, the regret, the guilt, the what ifs. This applies not only to losing a loved one, but also to other kinds of loss. When I retired from pastoral ministry after a 5-year succession plan, it wasn't something that happened to me. I chose it and I prepared for it. But the loss was still far greater than I expected. Remembering the good while letting go of the past has been crucial for me in stepping into my new season of ministry and work. Grief reshapes our memory. It teaches us to hold on to what matters and to release what keeps us stuck. The third thing I want to talk about is TLSee. Talk, listen, see Jesus. Not see with a C, but see with your eyes. It's based on the Emmaus Road story. 2 men grieving the death of Jesus. They're walking on the Emmaus Road and he comes alongside them, talks with them, listens to their pain, and eventually they recognize him. It's simple but powerful. Talk, don't bottle it up. Share your story, name your pain. Healing begins when loss is spoken. Secondly, listen. Make space to listen to others who are also grieving. Sometimes the best gift we can give is silence and presence. A friend of mine once asked me, he said, "Mark, how do I deal with someone who's lost, who's been through a crisis? What do I say?" I said to them, sometimes you say nothing, you're just present with them. Thirdly, see Jesus. And above all, look for Jesus in your loss. He's the man of sorrows, acquainted with grief. He knows what it is to weep at a tomb. He knows what it is to feel forsaken, and He promises us to never leave us or forsake us. When loss doesn't make sense and the pain feels too sharp, look for Jesus. He is there. So let me encourage you with this. Loss is real. Grief is heavy, but hope is stronger. Psalm 34 reminds us, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. My prayer for you is that you would know His nearness in your loss, that you would find the courage to talk and the grace to listen and the eyes to see Jesus. Thanks for being here on Life Between Sundays. If this has helped you, share it with a friend who might be walking through loss. And please don't forget to subscribe and to like this message. See you next time. God bless.